Hello Year 2 and welcome to Mr. More Her Music. You just heard me playing my djembe. Djembe is a drum from Africa. It's a very old instrument. It's made of wood, animal skin that's pulled really tight by the string, which gives it a really unique sound, and there's so many different sounds you can make. Which is why I wanted to show you that at the beginning. We are going to be using 3 different things that are used all the time in African music. We are going to be using rhythm, we're going to be using polyrhythm, and we are going to be using call and response. Now, call and response, that's where we're going to start because that's the easiest. I play something, you play it back. So, let's start with some clapping. I think that's the easiest way to do this. I'll clap, you clap back. Ready? I hope you found that okay. If you found it a little bit tricky, take the video back and have another go. Now, let's start looking at rhythms. And to do this, we are going to slowly build up a piece of music. We're also going to look at polyrhythms at the same time. But first, pick a number. 1, 2, 3, or 4. Now, when you've chosen your number, when you see your number light up in yellow, you're going to start clapping. When your number's not lit up in yellow anymore, you're going to stop clapping. Okay, are you ready? Here we go. Well done for that. Let's make it more difficult now. Let's make it sound more interesting. If your number lights up in red this time, you're going to clap slowly. If your number lights up in green, you are going to clap fast. This way, it will start to make a more interesting sound for the whole piece together. So, stick with the same number or choose another one. You got 5 seconds to decide. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And here we go. let's make this more difficult and introduce rhythms. Now, rhythms are different musical patterns, so it could be this. Or it could be this. Let me introduce our 4 rhythms that we're going to use for the next piece. Our first rhythm is going to be this. This is rhythm 1. Really simple, it's really just the beat. So, if you're going to do section 1, play this with me. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. Nice and easy. Now section 2, let's make that a little bit more difficult, and we're going to do this pattern. With me if you're going to do section 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. Great. Section 3, we're going to do something a bit more difficult again. We're going to do this. With me, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2. 4. Great. Section 4. It's going to be the hardest rhythm so far. Have a go with me. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so now we've got our 4 different rhythms, and we are going to create a polyrhythm. Now, poly means many, so it's when more than one rhythm is played together. So when your number lights up this time, you play your rhythm, and then when there's more than one rhythm being played, we have a polyrhythm. More than one rhythm being played at the same time. Here's a challenge. Have fun. Okay, I think then you're ready to complete a task by yourself. Have a look at this. This is my rhythm grid. Each box is worth 1 beat, and I'm going to give you a choice. You can either put 1 or 2 circles in each box, or leave them empty. Now this sheet is available to download from the description box below, or you could just draw your own grid. It's 4 boxes wide, 4 boxes too. So as I was saying, you could put 1 dot, 1 star, whichever shape you want to use, in a box, or 2, or leave them clear. Have a look at mine here. Let's look at the first line. Now each box is worth 1 beat, so I'm going to count to 4 and I'm going to clap the rhythm. Now if there's one dot or shape in each box, that's going to be 1 clap on that beat, and if there's 2, there's going to be 2 claps. So let me play that first line. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3 and 4. You see on 3 there's 2 claps. Now let's look at my second line. In box 3 this time we've got empty, so that's going to be silence. So here's how number 2 would sound. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2 and 3, 4. So you had some silence in there. Let's look at the third line. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And the last line. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2, 3, 4. So when you've come up with your own rhythm like this, do that first, 1 line at a time. Then build it up so you can play the whole rhythm in one go. Here we go, here's mine. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3 and 4. 1, 2 and 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2, 3, 4. So that's my rhythm. Okay, year 2, here is your challenge then. I want you to come up with your own rhythm grid. 1 dot, 2 dots or no dots in each box, or use stars, whichever you like. And then, can you play that rhythm? Then for a super challenge, is there someone else with you that can play a second rhythm? Then, instead of just having a rhythm, you've got a polyrhythm. And that takes us back to our African music that we heard right at the beginning. So, there's your challenge. 1, 2 or no dots in each box. Play the rhythm by yourself and then see if you can play that rhythm with somebody else playing a different rhythm to create your polyrhythm. Good luck and have fun.